Most people glance at their benefits paperwork once, on their first day, and never look at it again. That one skim is costing them more than almost any other financial mistake they'll make. It sits in a folder somewhere, untouched, while paycheck after paycheck quietly passes by without that money ever being claimed. Most people don't even remember what it said, let alone whether they're getting everything they're actually owed. It's not really carelessness, it's just timing. You're handed a huge stack of paperwork on your very first day, when you're focused on literally everything else, and that one form quietly gets buried and forgotten for years, sometimes for an entire career. Here's what it actually is. Many employers agree to add extra money into your retirement account, for free, whenever you contribute your own money into it. Your money goes in. Their money gets added right alongside it. Two people can earn the exact same salary, work the exact same job, and retire with wildly different amounts. Not because one of them was smarter with money, but because one of them actually claimed the free money that was sitting right there the entire time. So here's the one rule that matters more than almost anything else in personal finance. Always contribute at least enough to get your full match. Always get the full match. That's the entire rule. Even a modest match, ignored for a full career, can quietly cost someone well over $100,000 by retirement, just from never claiming money that was already theirs. Ignored for a full career, that adds up to over $100,000 gone. That number isn't from wild market luck. It's just steady, boring compounding, working quietly in the background for decades. The same force that turns a small habit today into a genuinely large amount by the time you actually need it. Same job title, same paycheck, same years worked, and yet one person retires comfortably while the other is still wondering where all their money went. The gap almost always traces back to a handful of small, early decisions nobody ever explained clearly. Now, your contribution usually comes in one of two flavors, traditional or Roth, and picking between them is simpler than it sounds. Traditional means you pay taxes later. Roth means you pay taxes now, and it's tax-free after that. With a traditional contribution, the money goes in before taxes are taken out, which lowers your taxable income today. But you will owe taxes on it later, once you actually start withdrawing it in retirement. With a Roth contribution, you pay the taxes now, upfront, out of your regular paycheck. But every single dollar it grows into after that is completely yours, tax-free, for the rest of your life. Money that's easy to overlook rarely announces itself. It just sits there quietly, in a form nobody opens, in an account nobody checks, until one day it either changed everything or it never had the chance to. There's one catch most people never hear about, and it actually matters. Some employer money isn't fully yours until you've stayed a certain number of years. This is called a vesting schedule, and it's genuinely worth 5 minutes of reading. Because if you're planning to leave a job soon, timing actually matters for how much of that matched money you actually get to keep. Some companies hand you the match immediately. Others phase it in gradually, year by year, until it's fully yours after 3, 4, or 5 years on the job. Either way, it's worth knowing exactly where you stand. And if your employer doesn't offer a match at all, you're not out of luck. You just skip straight to opening your own retirement account instead. A 401k and an IRA are just two different roads to the exact same destination. An IRA is simply a retirement account. You open yourself, completely independent of your employer, at almost any major bank or brokerage. No company sponsorship required, and it works whether you have a 9-to-5 job or not. Whichever path applies to you, the underlying idea stays exactly the same. Money that's genuinely available to you, sitting completely unclaimed, doesn't become smaller just because nobody's paying attention to it. It just keeps waiting. Somewhere inside your company's benefit system, there's an actual answer to all of this. A specific match percentage, a specific vesting schedule, written down and waiting for you to actually go look at it. Go check your own benefits portal today. Most companies list their exact match policy right there, usually under a tab called Retirement or 401k. Look for a tab labeled Retirement or 401k inside your benefits portal. Most portals let you adjust your contribution percentage right there on the same screen. a simple slider or a number field, usually just a couple of clicks away from being changed for good. Once your match is fully claimed, if you can push your contribution even higher, that's where real long-term wealth actually starts compounding. The match is just the floor, everything you add past that keeps compounding right alongside it. A common approach is raising your contribution by just 1% every year, often timed right alongside a raise, so it barely feels different in your day-to-day paycheck, while quietly building real momentum over time. None of this is about becoming a stock-picking expert or timing the market perfectly. It's about a few boring automatic decisions today that quietly buy you an entire different kind of life a few decades from now. Once you know your match percentage, set your contribution to at least that, and let it run automatically from here. Set it up exactly once, and you genuinely never have to think about it again. The same quiet, boring automation that made your other savings habits actually work is exactly what makes this one work too. Find your match percent, contribute at least that much, and let it run automatically. Remember the two people from the start of this video earning the exact same salary? The entire gap between them starts with one very small decision made today that either gets claimed or quietly never does. If this saved you from leaving free money on the table, subscribe and follow. I break down one thing like this that actually affects your money every single week.